English, as you can hear, is not very good. But my family is not very wealthy, so I learned English mostly reading books, and I have no the opportunity to go abroad when I was young. And this is the reason why my English is like the Tarzan English, you know. When your teachers, your lecturers asked me to give you the conference, I had different topics to choose. But at the end, I decided to talk about gender violence, and specifically about gender violence toward immigrant women. And to present you part of one of the research my team did several years ago about this topic. Well, as having said, I am Andrés, and if you have any questions more than the questions that you can raise today, I am your neighbor, and I work in the Faculty of Social Work, so you can visit me. I have my room in the third floor of the building of social work, and you are very welcome if you are interested in this topic and you have questions, or if you want to develop a project or our research in this topic. Well, my objectives today are first to present you and summarize a research project whose principal aim was to explore the understanding of gender violence by immigrant women. Later on, I will explain you why we decide to do this research. But my second aim, my second objective today is to, I don't know how to pronounce this word, to sensitize you, probably is this the pronunciation, I'm not sure, sorry about that, about the problem of gender violence. I think the 80% of you are women, and I suppose you have some conscience about this topic, but it is also important that men join this worry about what is happening with gender violence in our society. Well, the guideline I'm going to follow is first to present you the research context in which we start this research. Also, I want to say something about our assumptions when we start the work. And after this, in a very simple way, I want to present you what do we wanted to know with this research. What do we do in order to answer the questions we had in mind when we started the research? And of course, what were the main results of this research? Of course, I will present you a short conclusion of all of this, but I think it is important that we have space at the end of my speech to reflect about the things I will present you, and also if you have any questions to raise these questions and to try to discuss and answer them. Well, the starting point of this research was a professional and organizational demand. It came from two specific kind of labor centers. from the Red Cross and from CEPAIN. CEPAIN is a kind of umbrella organization working with immigrant people that join different associations in this field. And these centers were labor centers. And they started to meet with users, female users, that admit to be victims of gender violence or display signs of gender violence. And the professionals didn't know what to do with these situations. Are you understanding me, or because, okay, if you have any questions, of course, at the end you can ask, but if you want to stop me, be free to do that. And professional ask it specifically for training, training related with gender violence, and training related with what to do if you meet in a labor interview with a female that says you that she had been victim of gender violence, or if you realize that she has been beaten, or if she has signs of violence. And also, from the organizational point of view, we have they request protocols, specific ways to do the things in these situations. But of course, when we started the research, we had not too much, but we have empirical data about the prevalence and the incidence of gender violence toward immigrant women. And I said not too much empirical data because at that time, I'm talking about 2006, there were few research in relation to gender violence toward immigrant women. Here, I'm going to present you some old but also new data in relation to gender violence. And I think one of the best data we have is the data from the macro survey, in Spanish macro encuesta, done by the Instituto de la Mujer. The Instituto de la Mujer did till now 4 macro surveys. The first one in 1999, the second one in 2002, the third one just in the moment in which we started our research in 2006, and the last one is from the last year, 2011. It is important to realize that from 2006, so from the third macro survey, we have disaggregated data for immigrant women. Before that date, we didn't know the amount of immigrant women that were victims of gender violence. But from 2006, we know that figure. But if you look at the data, it is amazing that in our society, for example, in 2006, 6.3% of the female population says that they were victims of gender violence at least once in her life. This is amazing. I can count you and we can say, okay, let's go out the room, and when I count 25, I think it's 25,